In this video, we're doing 2 light portraits with 3 different camera combos to test them head to head. The kits range from under $500 to over $10,000. Can you tell which is which from these pics? Hi and welcome folks. Welcome honey, you well?
Yes.
That's good. In today's video, I want to run you through shooting 2 light portraits with 3 very different kits, ranging from $500 for camera and lens to over $10,000. Now we're going to try and keep this under 10 minutes, so we're setting ourselves an extra challenge. We're going to shoot in 3 locations, 3 different lighting setups, 3 different outfits, and show you how it all works out. Now the point of this isn't just to say, the best camera gives you the best results. It's to show you how to get the best out of whatever camera you're shooting with. Now, of course, you're not going to see the full detail of all of these files on YouTube, so I'll give you full RAW files you can download from each of the cameras. Now, for our first setup, we're going to shoot vaguely here in a In the Mood for Love Wong Kar-wai style theme shoot. For this one, we're using the mid-range camera. This is the Z8 with the 85-1.2. It's actually quite a pro kit, but for today, it's the mid-range. The camera and lens in this guy comes together at about $7,000 US. But we're going to be using 2 little LED lights that are like $150 to light the scene. So if you want to quickly change into your In the Mood for Love outfit, I'll get the rest of the scene set up. Honey's a little bit flabbergasted because we spent so much time getting everything set up and now it's actually go time. So this light is for the next setup, so I'll get it out of the way. This is our big boy. So for this first setup, we're using the Z8. It's great for low light. The 1.2 lens is also great for low light. The LEDs work best in dark environments, so I'm going to turn all these lights off around here to have the room be as dark as possible. I'll also close down the curtains. We're going to be able to get the most power out of them relative to the ambient if the lights are off, and the most color. Then I am already put it in here. This little LED light is actually discontinued, but they weren't expensive. But I love these. They're great for hiding places. I'm not sure which angle I need it to be on to hide for this shot. I'll just put it here for now. And they were actually replaced by this series. These are Genere 11x7 lights. Great lights, and at the moment this guy is selling for under $100 US for this giant RGB light. So a really nice little deal. So we're going to have a warm light lighting Honey, who's going to be in there. And I'll just have this catching the phone, but not too much of the rest of the scene. The blue light in there, and that's our overall frame. Whenever you're ready, Honey, I'm just about there. I think this TV, just adjusting the angle a little bit, oops, and popping this in the back, I think is nice. I'm not sure that blue's the best color, let's see. And I also have this atmosphere haze that I'm planning for the last shot, and I don't have a lot, but it might look good and the TV will hold it pretty well, so let's see. Yes, perfect. In covering the PowerPoint with your body. Yes. And turning towards the TV, yep, grab the phone. Now we've got 2, oh great, further back I get your feet in and the poster. Oh, this is very cool. You would make a good hippie. Oh, and I got a smile, I'll take that. Now let's just see. Would more of a green color here work better? Because the wall is kind of green. So pop that in the back, then spray some smoke in there. Yeah, pretty cool. Look up and out that way. Yeah, I just chin it down a little, just eyes kind of up, that's great. Get the poster, get the signage. Look to me now. Intensity. That's good. Okay. I think we can actually do this in time. Okay, so our plan for this is essentially that we're going to change the outfit between each one and change lighting setup. I've kind of got the lights in the right place, but I haven't balanced them all yet. Now, if you want to change into whatever the outfit is for the chair, please go do that now. For you guys, I wanted to let you know this video is brought to you by Paybu. If you haven't checked that out already, it's such a cool service. It's the in-store payment card available exclusively at B&H Photo that instantly credits you back the amount of state sales tax on your order. And that can really add up. As I'm about to show you, the kit we're going to shoot with next is like $12,000 or $13,000, and you would pay over $1,200 in sales tax if you're based in California. Paybu will save that for you instantly. Excellent, thank you. Just get your next makeup ready. Honey has already planned what makeup she's going to wear in each outfit. That's why we're doing it in this order, because the makeup will build for each of the shots. Just a little overview of why this equipment. The X2DII has, I think, the best colors and the best skin tones of any camera on the market. The 90V is a beautiful lens. I would like a longer portrait lens, but for this frame, it's a really nice focal length. It has a leaf shutter, which means I can sync up to any shutter speed up to 1/4000th of a second and be getting, to freeze the daylight and that kind of thing. The FJ400s, I don't own higher end ones like ProPhoto, or I should say more expensive ones, but these are great. The trigger is universal, and if it works with Nikon TTL, then it works with Hasselblad. So this is a really nice combo. Now, why I went for this and this together, I want a lot of juice in this scene, even though this is a really flexible camera, I can shoot at higher ISOs. I'm gonna stay at ISO 50. It has the lowest base ISO of any of the cameras I'm using today. And I wanna get all of this lovely detail in the shot. So I'm gonna be at like F8. So I'll just show you using just the modeling light there. If I'm at F8, 1/500th of a second, ISO 50, we're getting diddly jack shit in terms of what's actually in our file. Once I pop in my main flash at around full power, and I've got a second light in the shot too. Let me know how long you need, honey. I'm just about ready.
Okay.
I want this one up and casting any shadows down. It's a nice beauty light. It'll also help hide anything. I don't want, hard shadows in the background. And I'm gonna grab one more thing. So let's just put it in there. And then it could be nice to have something like this just in your hand to play with. I think that's gonna work better than the opera glasses. So now let's see. How's this looking? I have one big soft light, and then I have one small light there off to one side. Yeah, we're getting loads of juice here. Eyes to me. The only thing is being F8, it's a little flat, but it's gonna be so damn detailed.
You might have noticed the cage I have for my X2DII. That's 3D printed titanium. I actually designed and made it myself, and if you're an X2D shooter and you want a stylish and protective cage for yourself, you can find out full info at the link below.
Let's get some shooting across with just all of that softness behind you. And bring that one up. I don't know, is there some natural way to kind of put it by your face? Both, we'll cut this out. Both my memory card and the SSD both just filled up at the exact same moment. I won't cut that out. Sometimes things happen serendipitously for a reason. I just went to have to change my compact flash card, and I think there is a nice shot here using a bit more depth of the room. So I'm going to point this light, sorry to be all up in your personal space, towards the beads there to make sure that they're getting a little backlighting. Okay, so I'm going to bring the power of it up. I'm going to shoot through here. That's nice. Look up to the light, chin up, yeah, that's great. Oh. So I'm gonna open wide up on my camera, and then that's about 4 stops, then drop my flashes down about 4 stops as well. So we can get, we don't need so much depth of field here. I'll get the highlights in the curtain a lot more bokeh'd out. Love it, love it, love it, love it. The last setup we have, I think, is going to be a really fun one. For that, you need to transform into being a street smart gambling hustler. We're going to shoot Mahjong, which is right here. For this last setup, we're using what is arguably the most legendary camera of the bunch, the D700. It's also the cheapest. Here I'm using it with the 105 f2.5 lens, which I'm pretty sure is the one that Steve McCurry shot the famous Afghan girl portrait with. You can, of course, use any of the F-mount autofocus lenses, but I wanted to keep this budget. You can buy one of these legendary cameras and this lens used, obviously used because they're like 15 to 30 years old, for under $500 for the combo. Now I've sped up this part of the shoot as I got a bit carried away making some homemade light modifiers, and it took me a lot of time. I started off using a cardboard box and putting holes and lines in it to light honey up in a way that gave kind of an uneven light pattern, but that would somewhat match up with the window light. I also added some atmosphere in a can and later put the modifier box in the back of the frame to backlight her and put a bare flash in the front to bring her up against the background. Throughout the whole shoot, I made sure that the front light was keeping the same basic direction of light consistent with the window, so the final image could be mistaken by being lit by just the windows to her right. Manual focus with the old 105 is a bit of a challenge, but man, it felt really good to shoot again with the mighty D700. So folks, I hope the takeaway from today's video is 1, check out the Paybu card. It's a really great deal and you should get on board. But 2, don't be limited by your gear. We used a $500 kit with some old manual flashes. We used a $11,000 kit with some studio lights. We used LED lights. It really doesn't make a big difference what you're using. Just be aware of its limitations. The X2DII has a leaf shutter, so make use of it. The D700 wants to be at its base ISO, and in this case it was manual focusing, so having her in a position she can hold is important. The LEDs work best in lower ambient light so that you can get the most out of their color and their limited amount of power. Knowing how to use what you have is going to get you the best results. Thank you so much to Honey. Do make sure you check out the 5-day deal. There's some really great deals in there for a worthy cause, and if you use my link last, you'll get that extra bonus. Cheers guys, we'll see you soon.